What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. As you can see, I'm stood here getting soaked in the rain, but last night was a bit of a sad night. I got rid of the red Astra b204. Yep, I know, I did it again. Sold a car, built a car and sold a car, got rid of it. So there's a reason being, I've got a new vehicle. The new vehicle is going to be more for work, but if you guys are interested to see what I do with this, I'll take you along the way. So I'm going to clip my fingers and then you're going to see the new vehicle. Yep, I've got a Mk1 Ford Ranger single cab, two-wheel drive, rear-wheel drive truck. Yeah, slightly different to what I normally have on the channel, but the plan is this is going to be a work vehicle. My main line of work is window cleaning at the moment, but we're going to be going into wheelie bin cleaning as well. So I'm currently in the process of building a setup that's going to have a hydraulic lift that's going to lift wheelie bins onto the back of this. So there we go. First impressions of it, you can obviously tell someone's been at it with some paint. These lights, yeah, I'm not feeling any of that at all, really. To be honest, these trucks are quite hard to find now, especially finding one that's not completely rotten. There are signs that obviously this has had a bit of tarting up here and there. Clearly you've got a what looks like a Nardo grey paint job. None of these trucks came in this colour, so clearly someone's resprayed it in Nardo grey. Fair play to their efforts. It's not a bad paint job. It's not a great paint job. I've seen a lot worse and I've also seen a lot better. So there's the odd run here and there, but in all fairness, as a work vehicle, I'm not too fussed. There's a couple of rusty bits as well, which you could see have clearly been sort of had a plate welded in and been filled and sprayed and that, which something I'm not overly fussed about. Really, in all honesty, for a workhorse, that looks a clean truck, right? These have got to go. I'm sorry. Them, they got to go, right? So, guys, if you know of any, yeah, not into that. They've got to go. So we need some stock lenses, or I think they've been sprayed with like some tinting spray or something. So I may be able to wet sand them and polish it back up. So, but yeah, on initial look, it's not too bad. You've got couple of little bits of orange that are clearly coming through on the body if you got close to it. We've had a look at the chassis. The chassis doesn't look too bad. They've clearly wax oiled the chassis, painted a load of undersealer on it. I dare say there's probably a bit of crust under there, but this thing's got 12 months MOT, so you would hope that no MOT would let a vehicle go in a bad state. But I'm not saying anything, but here we go. The wheels have all been painted black. They don't look a bad job upon inspection. A little bit of crust under the surface, but they're not too bad. So obviously Gary drove this back for me last night, and in all fairness, Gary was well against us getting this, which for obvious reasons. It looks like it's been tarted a little bit, and he was just like, oh, and the lad that come out as well, one of the lads was a car salesman, and there's a light on the dash as well, a battery light. So in all fairness, he was wondering whether it was even going to get us home, but I said let's have a bit of a gamble. So we drove it back, and it turned out it doesn't drive too bad. So it doesn't. There's a couple of little things that need looking at on it, but nothing major from what we can see so far. If any of you Mk1 Ford Ranger guys know possibly where that water's coming from, we've checked, it's not the heater matrix. Obviously you've got a little bit of rust there on the bottom of the seat. I'm thinking maybe one of these seals is leaking, because when we were looking last night there was a bit of damp around here, and obviously there was a little pool of water there from rain that's been coming in it. But we've checked up under there, and there's nothing to suggest that it's from like the heater matrix or anything like that. So fingers crossed That's not going to be a problem. The beauty about these is they're fairly simple to work on anyway. Upon looking at it, there's nothing on this truck that's overly complicated. So yeah, right, what we'll do, we'll take the key to it now, because obviously the battery light was on for the whole hour and a half drive back. So we'll take the key to it and we'll see if it starts now. We had all the lights on and everything, and it got home fine. We even stopped off for a Macca's and it still started. So thinking maybe the battery light's just on for some unknown reason, I guess. Let's see. So let the heater plugs heat up a little bit. Oh well, I don't think there's a lot wrong with that, guys. Started up nicely. Obviously his diesel's like a little rev when you first start them up. It's running. Been left all night and it's running. So we're getting 14.24 volts on the charging system. So in all fairness, I don't think there's a problem there. It's always a good thing. You've got another light there, which is, I think Gary said, is possibly something like fuel filter. Fuel filter? We're going to give it a service anyway. It's only done 108,000 miles. In all fairness, the interior looks pretty clean on it. Apart from these seat covers, there's obviously some nasty holes under there, but in all fairness, it's an old truck. So, you know, you're going to get that. Right, that was just a quick introduction anyway on the new vehicle and why I've got rid of the Astra. Obviously I've still got the Mark III Astra. You're probably not going to get any videos of that, doing anything on that for a while. Gary's still going to be uploading videos. I'll try and document as much of the work on this truck for anyone that wants to follow it. Don't forget to like and subscribe, guys. Drop a comment down below. Give us a thumbs up. Give us a thumbs down. Whatever you want to do. Cheers, guys. Take care now. See you next time.